Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at some more division problems. Let's take a look at our math message for today. 4 friends share 6 granola bars. How many granola bars will each person get? Let's remember to read the problem twice and to think about the important information as we read it a second time. 4 friends share 6 granola bars. How many granola bars will each person get? So we know that there are 4 friends, and we know that there are 6 granola bars, and we want to know how many granola bars each person will get. So here I have a picture of 4 rectangles that can represent the granola bars. And when we do division, we remember that we're actually taking the total and we are going to divide it or share it equally among the friends. And so in order for me to do that, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 granola bars. And I have my 4 friends. So I'm going to share them equally. So one person will get one, this person will get one, this person will get one, and this person will get one. And what I do is I have now left 2 left over. And so what could I possibly do to make sure that I can still share these granola bars equally so that each person gets the same amount? So if I have 2 each and I have 4 people, well, I may want to think to myself again, 4 and I have 2. What could I do to these 2? When you were thinking about it, if you looked at the 2 granola bars, what do you know? That you could actually take the granola bars and you could split them in half. So that's what we're going to do. Because then that would create 1, 2, 3, 4 more pieces. And then I would share another piece with one friend, another piece with this friend. This person would get another part, and this person would get another part. So they would each have 1. And of course, as you can see, you took a whole granola bar and split it in half. So each person would get 1 1/2 of a granola bar. And that was really pretty easy and lucky. And so how could I write that as a number model? Well, I would start with 6 because that was the total that I had. And then I thought about what was I dividing it by? Well, I was dividing it by 4 friends. And when I split it up equally, they each got 1 1/2 granola bar. There were 2 left over that I could split up into half. Okay? And so that is how we would solve that problem. And I want to talk to you real quick about some of the parts of the division problem. And so we'll go to the next slide. And I'm actually going to show you when I write that problem out, I have 6 divided by 4 equals 1 1/2. And I would label that granola bars because I don't want any naked numbers. So 6 is what we call the dividend. That is the number I am dividing with. And 4 is the divisor. That is what I divide the dividend into. I will spell that again. Divisor will be down here. And then the answer to a division problem is a quotient. And so in this problem, 6 divided by 4 equals 1/2 granola bars. 1 1/2 is the quotient. It is the answer to the division problem. And that was really, like I said, it was very easy and convenient that we were able to break those granola bars up. But that's not always going to be the case. So imagine sharing 6 pennies instead of granola bars with 4 of your friends. How would it be different? And so take a look here. Let's read the problem again. Imagine sharing 6 pennies instead of granola bars with 4 friends. And so I'm going to underline that important information. 6 pennies, 4 friends. What would your answer be? And how would it be different? And so I have my 4 friends. And again, I'm going to make sure that when we are dividing, we're sharing equally. Okay, and so let's move. We got 1 penny, 2 pennies. I know they don't have a P on them, but they will represent the pennies. 3, 4. And now I have 2 pennies left over. Can I share them equally? Is it possible to actually break up a penny into halves? No, based on our number system and our money, based on our money system, it is not. And so these would be what we call remainders. And so this problem is a little bit different, where I would say 6 pennies divided by 4 friends equals 1 with what I would call the remainder, that's the R, 2. There are 2 remaining because I cannot break those 6 pennies apart. Those 2 pennies that are left over, I cannot break them up into halves like I did with the granola bars. And so this is a little bit different. And again, the 6 is our dividend. The 4 is the divisor. And the 1, remainder 2, is my quotient. Please remember that when you are writing a number sentence out like this, or a number model, that you actually write it out, 6 divided by 4, the dividend divided by the divisor equals the quotient, but that you put an R for the remainder if you are unable to break it up, or you have a remainder and you're not sure what to do with it. You want to make sure that you put remainder. R stands for what is left over. So sometimes when we divide things, even though we make sure that we share it equally, sometimes there will be leftovers. And that's what we call a remainder. Try the next problems on your Google slide to see if you can do more with dividing with a remainder. And don't forget to write out your number model, and if you need to, show what that remainder is. Great job, everybody.